today I want to talk you about trends at previous year 2009 and forecast to this year 2010. This was year of stabilization, stabilization in numbers. Look at this slide. Kaspersky Lab detected 2 million unique malicious programs in the 15 years before 2007, but in 2008 alone we detected 15 million such programs. Why was there a boom in 2008? The boom was caused by a flood of Chinese malware, because China now has biggest internet populations and cyber criminals also in biggest part of this, not in China of course, but too many cyber criminals in China. New technologies for infecting files, not exactly new, but it's some sort of renaissance old tricks, and it caused a spike in the numbers of a new and unique malicious files, and shift in attack vector to websites and using server-side polymorphism. By the end of 2009, we had more than 30 million malicious programs in our collections, an increase at 15 million again, but the explosive growth stopped. The stabilization of the growth was caused by joint efforts of the entire AV industry, cyber police in different countries, and internet providers and other telecoms. This cooperation began in 2008. What other trends did we see in 2009? In 2009, malicious programs become much more complex. For example, there was a boom in malware with rootkit functionality and improved technologies as well, such as Sinoval, also known as bootkit, TDSS, and Clampy. Data from Kaspersky security network show a number of malware which attacked more than 1 million computers on this slide. But first of all, we have Configure KIDA outbreak. Do you know Configure? Yeah, of course, but short brief. The worm used several methods, several attack vectors by local networks, via local networks by brute forcing passwords, and spreading via USB sticks and the internet by using a Windows vulnerability. All infected machines become a zombie. In November, we saw over 7 million infected computers. The AV companies responded to this outbreak with a totally new idea, the Configure Working Group, which combines the efforts not only AV companies, but internet providers, independent researchers, educations, universities, and law enforcement. This is the first time when the internet community responds in such a coordinated way. Experts have always worked together against threats. This cooperation really can help fight against malware. So, Configure was the big news in the beginning of the year. But we have another major outbreak, Gumblr. Gumblr infected many thousands of websites, and it came in waves. Why did Gumblr spread so quickly? Because it was fully automated. This is a new generation for spreading website botnet. It uses websites instead of computers. Users are attacked via websites, and then malware steals FTP accounts from victim machines. These accounts are used to infect new web servers. So we have more and more infected websites, more and more infected users, and the cycle never ends. The full process, the entire process is fully automatic. Internet fraud is becoming more and more complex. Besides phishing, we're seeing more websites offering fake paid services. In 2009, fake antiviruses was a major problem. Fake antiviruses are spread in various ways, for example, downloaded by other malware or via ads in the internet. According to the FBI, in 2009, fake AV sellers made about $150 million. And in the Kaspersky collection, we have more than 300 different families of fake AVs. What I was talking about earlier covers the major trends for Windows malware. But what about other platforms like mobile devices and Macs? In 2009, we saw malware writers actively explore mobiles and Macs. Today, even Apple is talking about malware for Macs and has included a scanner in the new version of macOS. When it comes to mobile devices, the situation is less clear. On the one hand, in 2009, we saw what we expected: the first malware for iPhone, the first Trojan spy for Android, and cryptosigned malware for Symbian. On the other hand, there is no main mobile platform right now, like Windows on PC. This sum up 2009. So let's move on to 2010. What we'll see in this year? First, a shift in popular attack vectors from the web to file-sharing networks like torrents. This is a natural step in the evolution of malware. First stage, via email. Second stage, via the internet. And third stage, right now, currently, via websites, including social networks. We already saw malware outbreaks in torrents in 2009, for example, vroot and TDSS, as well as the first backdoors for macOS. Speaking about web services, the topic of the year will be Google Wave. Do you have accounts in Google Wave? Yeah? That's good. But I'm sure we will see many attacks using this service. That attack will follow the usual methods, usual pattern. First, spam, followed by phishing, and then attacks using vulnerabilities and malware. iPhone and Android. I expect 2010 to be a complicated year for these platforms. We have already seen the first threats for iPhone and Android, and currently malware writers are looking in this direction. For iPhone, the group under attack is people with unlocked iPhones. You know what is unlocked iPhones? Yeah? Okay. But for Android, the sky is the limit. New application can be installed from any sources. And Android is spreading rapidly in China. And because Google does not have policies for controlling new applications, the result will be a number of Android virus incidents in 2010. I think in 2010 we'll see Keydoor remains active, so the botnets still work and new infections continue. The main attack vector will move to torrents and peer-to-peer networks. More and more website botnets like Goombler. New malware for Android and iPhone, especially for Android. Attacks via new services such as Google Wave, and the AV companies will work more and more together to fight these threats. So these are my main predictions. Okay, we covered malware forecast and industry trends for 2010. Thank you for your attention.